Welcome to the class today again. Today we will be looking at parts of speech. What are parts of speech? We take it from speech. What is speech? Speech are the words we say, the things we say when we talk. Speech, no matter how long or short, can be divided into the smallest parts. And the parts that we divide it into, we call them the parts of speech. So each of the words that we have in our speech can be put in a particular class. And all the words that we speak in English can be grouped under 8 classes. That is why we can also call the parts of speech classes of words. In English language, we have 8 classes of words. 8 classes under which we can distribute all our words into. We also call them parts of speech. So what are these parts of speech? We have noun. Noun names things, people, animal, places, ideas. Whatever you give a name to, whatever name you give to a thing is a noun. Noun simply means name. Example, for example, if we have the house is mine. In that sentence, we are naming a place that belongs to me. House. That word house there, because it gives a name to a place, is the noun. Okay? And the second part of speech we'll be looking at is the pronoun. The pronoun from the word pronoun. It means it is used for noun. Pro means for. So it means it is a word that we use in place of a noun. To avoid repetition, we use pronoun. Rather than saying Tolu goes to Tolu's friend's house to talk about Tolu's mother, rather than repeating Tolu, 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 we replace Tolu with words that can actually indicate we are still talking about Tolu. So any word we use to replace a noun is pronoun. For example, Tolu goes to church to pray to her God. Tolu is the noun, her is the pronoun that is still talking about Tolu. Then we have adjective. Adjective is a word that we use to describe a noun or a pronoun. We need to differentiate things. We need to identify things. We need to describe things. The words that we use to describe things or the words that we use to replace things are called adjectives. The house is beautiful. House is a noun. We are describing the house. Beautiful is the word that we use to describe the house. So beautiful in that sentence is an adjective. Verb. Verb is the most important part of the sentence. Without the verb, there is no sentence. And so, the verb is the word that indicates the action or the state of things or the process of things in the sentence. For example, I ran yesterday. The action in that simple sentence is ran. Ran. Talking about action. That word is the verb in the sentence. And then we have adverb. Adverb is another part of speech. But do not be confused because it is adverb and just feel it is a word that describes a verb. No. Adverb describes three parts of speech. It describes an adjective. It can also be used to describe a verb. And it is also used to describe another adverb. So we'll look at three examples where adverbs can perform these different functions. The first example, she looks well. She looks well. We are talking about look, which is a verb. Well is the word used to describe the look. Look is the verb. So in this sentence, well is an adverb and it is modifying verb. Now, we can say she looks very well. Very in this sentence is modifying well, which is an adverb. Very is an adverb, it's modifying another adverb, well. Third example, she is beautiful. Beautiful is an adjective describing she. Now when we say she is very beautiful, very is an adverb telling us more about beautiful. So in this sentence, the adverb is modifying an adjective. The next one is conjunction. Conjunction. The function of a word that is a conjunction is to add, to join words or clauses or sentences. In other words, conjunctions work by joining elements of speech. Okay, let's see example. Paul and Peter followed Jesus. And is joining Paul and Peter, joining the two words. So and in that sentence is a conjunction. So any word we use to join two elements, we call that word a conjunction. Preposition. Whenever you think about preposition, always think about the word position. Position. Preposition is used to indicate the positional relationship between two things. For example, the pen is on the table. We are talking about the position between the table and the pen. The pen is on the table. We can say the pen is under the table. So we are looking at the position of the pen, between the pen, the relation between the pen and the table. Interjection. Interjection is another part of speech. And interjection is the word that we use to express strong emotional feelings. You know, we can say, ha, ho. You know, feelings like anger, surprise are expressed using these interjective words. Now, these are the 8 parts of speech. But there is a group of words, a special group of words that we cannot classify under the parts of speech, but that we also use in our speech. And those words are called determiners. Determiners go with nouns to indicate, to introduce them to us. For example, we say, you want to talk about house, you won't just say, house is mine. Say, the house is mine. The there is a determiner because it is introducing house. It is not the same as adjectives that usually tell us more about nouns, that describe nouns. But we have words that go beyond this function of that the functions that adjectives perform. Their function is specifically to introduce nouns. We have the girl, a girl. So we have articles, we have cardinals to introduce nouns. These are called determiners. In our next lessons, we will be looking at these parts of speech one by one, and we'll be able to delve more into their different kinds and into their different functions and how they work in sentences. Therefore, if you want to continue to enjoy our classes, do subscribe to our channel and make sure you comment so that we can get feedback from you. Thank you. All right, before we go, let's take classwork. I have a simple sentence here. I like food. Can you distribute each of the words into different parts of speech? What part of speech does I belong to? What part of speech does like belong to? And what part of speech does food belong to? You can give me the answers in the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel so you can enjoy more of this lesson. Thank you very much.